Wars: The Rise of Skywalker was directed by J.J. Abrams, and it's the latest installment in the trilogy following up the original series of movies in the Star Wars franchise. And it is the finale of this newer official trilogy, and the finale of a lot of other characters' character arcs, such as Rey, Finn, and other characters that I am not going to mention because, I just don't care. Let me be quite honest with you guys. I was not originally going to see this movie. I just was not. But I decided to give it a second chance, and I saw it. And before I get into my issues, let me talk about the positive of the movie. Obviously, the visual effect work in the movie is amazing. It's stunning. I mean, what would you expect from Disney handling Star Wars? Of course, the scope and spectacle of the movie is going to be outstanding. And the costumes obviously look outstanding. They have the money to make the costumes and product they're wanting to make amazing. And the world building in all of the Star Wars films have always been at least somewhat good or decent. Now that I got all the positives out of the way, I gotta say this has to be the worst Star Wars film I've ever seen. The dialogue was atrocious. It's even worse than Episode 2 at times, which I don't know how. How is that even possible when you get lines like,
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Like, it is so bad. The story was messy. We have a video game plot line. Like, basically, the main characters have to go somewhere to collect something. Oh, wait, but they can't do this thing without collecting something else. Oh, they have to go over here and get something, so that way they can meet up with the final guy. And that is the most video game plot line I've ever seen. And stuff is just so convenient in this film. It's ridiculous. And I'm not kidding. I almost regurgitated the Sour Patch Kids I was eating. It was horrific at times. Like, of course, when you go into a Star Wars film, you expect to see some really good lightsaber battles. Like, impressive, mind-blowing lightsaber battles. But they couldn't even do that. All the battle scenes in the movie were boring. They were all horrible. And the stuff that they do with the Force makes no sense. They do stuff in the film without spoiling anything that you're like, even you, if you're a Star Wars fan, are going to be like, what the crap? When can they do that? Or why can they do that? How can they do that? They never explain how or why they can do that. Supposedly, I guess it has something to do with backstory that they never provide. And it's just so stupid. A lot of this movie is stupid. This movie is so dumb. But I can't give a logical explanation to why I hate this film so much without getting into my biggest issue. The film is unnecessary. The entire movie is unnecessary. There are so many character arcs that they try to fulfill in this movie that don't need to be fulfilled. Such as the original trilogy, a lot of the character arcs that were in the original trilogy were already fulfilled within the last film, The Return of the Jedi. But now they try to re-fulfill them in this movie, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. All these characters have already had proper send-offs in the original trilogy, but they try to bring them back and try to recreate their, try to redo their character arcs and fulfill them, and it's like, why? All this stuff has already been taken care of. Why do we need this? Guys, this movie was a scatterbrained mess. At least with The Last Jedi, even though it wasn't that great, it wasn't as bad as Attack of the Clones, and it was a much more bearable. And the action scenes are at least something to behold. This movie has barely any redeeming qualities. I cannot stand. Why are the Star Wars movies getting progressively worse in the hands of Disney? Answer me that question down below in the comment section. And you guys already know what I'm going to give this movie. I'm going to say Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is a bad film. Guys, I would recommend that you guys don't go see this if you are a Star Wars fan, or if you want to see it to make a rant video as well, go right ahead. Or if you guys like it, that's fine. We are all entitled to our own opinion. I'm just saying, as me, as a Star Wars fan, this movie was extremely disappointing. It was sloppy, it was messy, and it let me down heavily, guys. So, what'd you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And as always, if you guys liked the video, make sure to subscribe today to join the Isaiahization.